Welcome to Standing Stone Learning Center, and I am sitting sort of in the middle of my garden that's in the front of the house, and you can see I've got coneflowers, and that is Veronica. Looks very similar to Salvia, blooms a bit later. There's a peony that's gone by, and in amongst all this insane grass and my Russian sage, you can see my iris leaves sticking up in a sea of grass. I did not weed and clean out my gardens really well in the fall. The weather has just been crazy, and when I would typically do it, we get 5 feet of snow, and then you can't do it. And the drawback to that is the garden spends the entire winter full of weeds and dead leaves and debris, and that's not good. So I have developed a weeding process. If you pull weeds up in your garden, there's usually a great deal of soil attached to them. And I'm finding it a pain in the neck to get the weeds out and keep the soil. So what I have going here is I have a large bucket that I put all my leaf matter in. I have a smaller bucket here. Sometimes I just do this back into the garden, but I have a lot of weeds. And on top of it, I have a nursery tray that has holes, and I sort of use this as a sieve. I let the soil fall through to my bucket, and then I pull my green stuff out and then just toss it there. The area of my garden that needs the most weeding right now is around the irises. And because iris rhizomes like the sun, they don't like to be buried completely underground. They like the warmth of the sun. And if I pull up the weeds, it pulls the rhizomes up as well. And what I'm finding, it's kind of half gone, and it looks kind of gross. And that's because I have discovered iris borers. This is the larvae, also the caterpillar of the brown nocturnal moth. Once I found these guys, I had to run inside and look it up. This is not good. So this iris is just toast. It's done. I'm not even feeling comfortable. I'm just gonna, the more I tear this apart, the grosser it is. And so this iris is no longer. Okay, so I'm gonna leave you right here watching this. I believe this is an orange tiger swallow butterfly. My coneflowers is very pretty. So you can at least look at something pretty while I give you this information. Again, these evil little things are called iris borers. They are the larva caterpillar, brown nocturnal moth. And they target the rhizome. Here's what I need to do in the fall. Keep the garden clean. Got to do that all summer anyway. Weed and debris free. So in other words, in the fall, when all of this stuff starts to die back, I can't leave all the dead stuff, all the dead leaves. I got to get them out of here, clean them out of here. And when the leaves on the irises start to, if one breaks or gets brown anytime during the season, cut it back, get it out of there. And then after the first frost, when everything, all the leaves turn brown, cut it right down to the rhizome and get all the dead stuff out. Now there's a couple things you can do, and you would be doing this depending on your grow zone. I'm in Maine, and I think we're in zone 4 and 5. You can spray with a pyrethrin. Pyrethrin is a naturally occurring insecticide found in chrysanthemums. And if you spray everything down in April and May for my grow zone, it will kill the larva. The thing you want to do is try to kill the larva. The other method, and this is what I'm going to mix myself up for next season, 1 part Murphy's oil soap to 9 parts water. And you apply it before borers have a chance to burrow. And again, for my zone, that is April and May. The other method that's really good to do on any, it won't hurt to do because I believe it takes care of things, slugs and such, is you can sprinkle diatomaceous earth around your rhizomes, around any of your plants. However, that stuff's expensive. So what's free with every egg you eat is the eggshells. So wash your eggshells, let them dry, crush them up, and then sprinkle liberally around your rhizomes. And you can do this around your other plants as well. It is rich in calcium, so it's not too bad for your plants. So I'm going to continue on with my weeding and inspecting all of my iris rhizomes. It's a learning process. I learn sometimes the hard way, but I do learn. So thanks for stopping in.